Issue 5. A child's plea to his parents. Give me more than food to nourish me. Give me the warmth and the security of your love. Let me enjoy all 5 senses. Give me plenty of things to look at, to feel, to smell, to listen to taste, and even some things to break. Teach me to take my turn. Watch me play so you can see how I am trying to work out my problems and what I am up against. When you tell me to do something, please tell me why I should do it. Let me feel that I am a contributing member of the family, and be sure to include me in making family plans when you can. Please let me grow up. Don't try to keep me as your baby forever. Don't project your fears onto me. I have enough of my own to cope with, and I don't need any more. Help me not to act when I'm angry, but don't make me so afraid of showing anger that I lose my capacity to feel strongly about anything. Let me learn bit by bit to want things, but to be strong enough to postpone gratification until the time is right. Let me try out my new powers as my body develops, so I can crawl, stand, walk, climb, jump, and run when I am ready. Give me a little corner in the house that is all mine and nobody else's. I need moments of peace and quiet that cannot be invaded by anyone, not even you. Give me my share of consideration and attention. I must know that every day, even if for just a few moments, I am the only one you are thinking about and loving. Let me ask any question that pops into my head. Don't make me ashamed of asking it, even if it seems stupid. And give me as honest an answer as you can. If you don't know the answer, please say so. It's good training to hear someone say, "I don't know, but I will try to find out for you." Be patient with me when I don't do things very well at first. Remember, I have so many things to learn, and almost everything needs practice. Let me bear the consequences of whatever I do. I need to be punished as well as rewarded. And when you punish me, make sure the punishment fits the crime. Above all, grant me, without reservation, your unconditional love, and make it obvious, so I never have to doubt it. What does it mean? 1. Don't project your fears onto me. 2. Don't make me so afraid of showing anger that I lose my capacity to feel strongly about anything. 3. Make sure the punishment fits the crime. 4. Grant me without reservation your unconditional love, and make it obvious, so I never have to doubt it. Comprehension. 1. What do you think most parents usually do when they want their kids to do something? 2. Why do children need their own space? Do you think parents need space of their own as well? 3. Why should parents be patient when their kids make mistakes?
Teen Talk. One. What are the most valuable lessons your parents have taught you? 2. Do your parents ever take out their anger on you? Can you cite an example? 3. Do you think your parents love you? Why do you think so? How do you know they do or don't? 4. Describe how your parents punish and reward you. 5. When do you feel that your parents treat you unfairly? How do you cope with it? 6. Do you believe in parental unconditional love, or is this just a myth? 7. Do you think it is possible for one parent to love his or her children more than the other parent does? How should the child react?
Opinion samples. 1. I read sometimes about some terrible tragic incident in which a father or a mother neglects or tortures or kills his or her own children, and I wonder how such an idea as unconditional parental love can even exist. But then, I am also aware of the many sacrifices that parents make for their kids, without complaint, and wonder how the idea can even be doubted. Of course, there are many things I don't understand yet. The human heart is a tremendous mystery. How people, or even the same person, can display such behavioral extremes. How closely akin love and hate actually are in the psyche. Maybe someday I'll be able to figure all of this out. But meanwhile, I'd like to believe that my parents, at least, love me beyond rhyme or reason, that no matter what I do or what happens to me, they will always be there when I need them.
Questions. 1. Neither rhyme nor reason is a common expression for something that makes no sense. What does beyond rhyme or reason mean? 2. Do children love their parents unconditionally? Is there any difference between kids' love and adults' love? 3. When do you think your parents have let you down? When have they unexpectedly come to your rescue?
2. I used to think that my father was a distant, thunderous presence who was too preoccupied with other matters to pay much attention to me, except when I had done something I needed to be punished for. But even then, it was usually Mom who did most of the punishing. And yet, because she was always at home when I was, and took me shopping every day, and let me go with her wherever she went, I was sure that she loved me much more than Dad did. Why, he hardly knew me. Did he even remember my name or what I looked like? But as I grew older, I came to realize that Dad is at work to take care of me, not himself. He never asks for anything for himself, but he always wants to know what I need. No matter how sick or tired he is, he doggedly tries to make my own life easier. I wish he could stay home more often, so we could get to know each other better. But at least I know why he is gone so much, and I feel sorry that he has so many burdens on my behalf.
Questions. 1. How much time do you spend with your father? Would you like to spend more time or less time with him, or do you think the current amount of time spent together is about right? Explain your answer. 2. What does your mother do to express her love for you? How often? 3. Other than your parents, what relatives do you have who seem to love you a great deal?
Dialogue. My dad really loves me.
That's wonderful. How do you know that?
He said he'd take me to the circus next month if I have all A's. I still have a lot of work to do in math, but I think I'll succeed.
What if you get almost all A's? What if you fall a little bit short in math? Does that mean you won't get to go to the circus?
I don't know. Maybe he'll take me anyway.
Then what does going to the circus have to do with getting all A's? What if you got all C's or all F's?
My sister hardly ever gets an A, but she does as well as she can, and Dad rewards us both. It's not the actual grade that matters as much as the effort. Dad says studying hard builds character, and that's what matters more than a GPA.
Then the actual grade is irrelevant?
No, but it's of secondary importance. What about you?
Maybe I'll go to the circus with my mother.
Can't your dad take you?
Probably not. He works awfully hard. I don't see him very much.
That's too bad.
Yes, but when we do spend time together, I'm always at the center of his attention. He makes me feel special and important, so I know he cares about me a lot, even though he's usually away.
What about your mom?
Oh, she's always at home, but I guess we take each other for granted.
What do you mean?
She works hard around the house and has a lot of kids to take care of, and I guess we like different things. So even when we're together, it doesn't really seem that way. We're isolated from each other even when we're in the same room.
Do you think she loves you?
Oh, I know she does. She doesn't constantly show it, but I know that no matter how busy or tired she is always willing to do whatever she has to help me. She's never failed.
My mom has a job in addition to doing most of the housework, so I spend more quality time with Dad than I do with her. Sometimes I feel sorry for her because she has to work so hard, but she always brings me a little gift when she gets home.
Such as?
Oh, a donut or a slice of pizza. Sometimes a new game.
I feel sorry for both of my parents. Actually, I'd like for them to go to the circus by themselves, without my brothers and sisters and me, so they could enjoy themselves for once.
Questions. 1. Does Ambrose's father love him more than his mother does? Explain your answer. 2. Does Angelique's mother love her more than her father does? Why do you think that way? 3. Compare the ways each parent expresses love. 4. Do Angelique and Ambrose love their parents equally? Read and discuss. I want a part-time job, but my parents say, no way. Question. I need a part-time job. I asked my parents, but they think that having one would get in the way of my education. How can I prove to them I can earn some money of my own without falling behind in school? Answer. No one is able to know in advance what is best for you or what you can or cannot do. Not even you can be sure until you try. Your parents, though, are much better judges of your current capabilities than anyone else, even if they may be wrong. You must trust their guidance even if you don't like what they are saying. But you should also be willing to tell them how you feel. It is definitely true that a job can have a negative impact on grades, since whatever time is spent at work cannot be time spent on your studies. If you have trouble keeping up with schoolwork now, you will have even more trouble if you have a job. On the other hand, maybe you just need to learn how to manage your time better. If you have less of it, perhaps you will spend it more wisely. A good compromise might be to get your grades up and then see what happens if you work part-time. As part of the deal, you have to agree that if your grades slip, you have to quit and put your attention back on school. While you see only your immediate need for money and independence, your parents know how poor grades will have a negative impact on your future finances and freedom.
Questions. 1. How many of your friends have part-time jobs? As far as you can tell, how does it affect their grades? 2. What do your parents think about your having a part-time job outside? 3. What valuable lessons can you learn from working part-time? 4. If you worked outside the home, what would you do with all the money you made?
Pictures talk. One. Questions. 1. Do your parents treat all of their kids fairly, including you? 2. Do you think your brothers and sisters are your rivals for more parental attention and love? Why or why not? 3. What do you do to get more attention and love from your parents?
2. Questions. 1. Do you think your family is well off, or does your family need to make more money? What if a higher income depended on your parents being absent from home more than now? 2. Have you ever envied your friends who are from a rich family? Why or why not? 3. Have you ever thought about making some money yourself to supplement the family income? What could you do?
What's your advice? 1. My parents have too much control over my life. They won't let me eat any junk food or instant food, not even a soda, under any circumstances. I hate veggies, but they force me to eat them. They keep saying, "Try them. You'll learn to like them." But I've been trying to like them my whole life, and I haven't succeeded yet. They say I should go to bed and get up early, and read many books and exercise a lot. They want to turn me into Superman, but I just know I will choke to death before I have the good habits they want me to have. How can I live the life I want?
2. I swear, I just don't understand why my parents don't get divorced. They argue every day about everything, including money, in-laws, personal habits, and truly unimportant matters. I think they would both be happier if they got divorced, but she tells me and my brothers that she stays married because of us. She doesn't want us to suffer just because our parents are unhappy. That's the only thing that Dad seems to agree with her about. I don't want to take sides. I love both my parents and don't think either one is at fault for their bad marriage. But I hate to see them so unhappy. Every time they fight, I end up crying and getting depressed. Maybe we would all be better off if they would just end things between them. What do you think?